Hi, I'm Greg Aronowitz, and this is Barnyard Effects. You may have noticed that I've been a little behind on posting videos, and that is because I am both very busy with projects and then a lot of travel to accommodate those projects. But I wanted to talk to you today about one of the most exciting places that I went in this past trip, which is Brussels. So Brussels is in Belgium, and I never really thought about it before, but so many of my favorite things come out of Belgium, like waffles. And you know, it's not like French fries where they don't actually come from France. Like Belgian waffles really come from Belgium. And I got to have some there, and they were delicious. Like, they were beyond any waffle that I ever had back in the States. Another thing that Belgium is famous for is chocolate. And there were chocolate shops everywhere. It was like, if you're like a chocoholic, it was like the worst place in the world to be. It was super interesting to taste how different it is, because I feel like I always hear these stories about Cadbury's and you know, stuff in England and just different chocolates around the world. And we have Hershey's, and Hershey's is so like American and terrible. But I love Hershey chocolate. But in all honesty, I had some of this chocolate in Belgium and it like blew my mind. It was like the greatest stuff I ever had. So I brought some home. I'll share it with you guys if you're around. Just, you know, let me know. I brought a ton. People travel for the sights, for the culture, for the food, for the weather. I actually travel, I don't know if this is a surprise to anybody, but for the art. I like to see all of the different kinds of art and architecture and statues and sculpture and paintings in all the different parts of the world. And Brussels did not disappoint. There were so many you know, gilded buildings and amazing sculptures. They were everywhere. Something I learned is that the symbol of the city of Brussels is a statue of a small boy peeing in the street. So that you heard that correct. You don't have to like rewind and be like, what did he say? It's like a cherub holding his junk peeing. And that's like their symbol, that's their thing. And it's like no joke, it's everywhere. They have like chocolate versions of it, and they have giant statues like painted for the World Cup, and they have shelves and shelves as far as the eye can see of little ones you can take home as a knick-knack. And I guess the story behind it is that it was a gift from the French, and it's celebrating the best things in life, which is eating, drinking, and pissing. And the thing is actually called Le Pisse Brussels. I was wandering through the streets going like, where is this iconic thing? I thought it was a huge fountain with like hundreds of these little statues. And it turns out it's just like this big on the corner of a building. I would have not even seen it had it not been for a small crowd like staring. It was like that full New York thing where everyone's just pointing at something, so you have to stop and look. And there it was. Of course, when I got to see it, he was dressed as a little Frenchman with a hat and a striped shirt and holding a baguette. And I don't know why, but I learned that there's different holidays and they dress him. So he dresses as Santa Claus, or he'd be dressed as a matador for the running of the bulls. And I happened to be there. It was like a French day or something, I don't know. But so this priceless, precious piece of art was dressed like a little kid's doll. But I saw plenty of him everywhere else in terms of the little copies. And yeah, I ate a chocolate one of him, so it was a little weird. So this is probably super geeky of me, but my favorite thing about Brussels was that it is the home of the Smurfs. And I love Smurfs. I've loved Smurfs ever since I was a little kid. And you know, just everything about like the little sculptures, the smell of the plastic, it's just, nothing makes me as happy as a Smurf. And this is where they were born. And the city celebrates that. It's like every other store had like huge Smurf displays, and I actually got a World Cup, a Belgium soccer player World Cup Smurf that was only available there. So that was kind of cool because I collect all these rare Smurfs, but to be able to actually like be at the place where, you know, an exclusive one is and get it, that was kind of a first for me. For me, Brussels was like a European city that I've never been to, and I was like, oh, it'll be fun, it'll be cool to see it and get some work done and then go to the other places I have to go. I didn't realize that it was like my entire 13-year-old self's heaven, because there was just, you know, chocolate and waffles and Smurfs and comic book stores, and like they're so into like pop art and I don't know, everything I've always loved. So it was an amazing city and I'm glad I got to go. So thank you, Brussels. I had a great time. I'm really glad I went. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and some of the experiences that I had. Let me know in the comments below the city where you would like to go or your favorite city that you've been, because I want to check them all out. Maybe we'll all meet up someday in some really cool place. All right, talk to you soon.